So we've got a familiar face for those that subscribe to Photokina News. We've got Paul from Sigma here once again. Last time we saw you was at the photography show.
It was indeed.
Very similar setup. We had quite a few lenses to get through, and now we're at Photokina, and we've got 5 new lenses that you guys have just announced this week. So let's crack on. Let's hear some more about those.
Okay.
Look at this.
This is the first one. We've had a Bigma, it's been called for many years, 50 to 500, 10 times zoom range.
Yep.
It is. This is a 60 to 600, so a new version. There you go, you can take a look.
60 to
600, so it's a 10 times zoom range going up to 600 millimeters. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is an absolute monster.
4.5 to 6.3 and falls into our sports line of lenses. So it's fully weather sealed, got optical stabilization, which works horizontally, vertically and diagonally as well.
Cool.
High-speed autofocus, an Arca Swiss type clamp on the foot.
Yep.
It's made up of 3 different materials to keep the weight to a minimum, although it's obviously not a particularly lightweight lens, but considering the optics. One of those is magnesium, and we've actually developed our own magnesium plant next to the Aizu factory in Japan. And the reason for this is magnesium is a very difficult thing to get hold of for the high quality stuff, so our CEO felt that investing in our own magnesium plant is a good investment, and this is now finished, the factory is complete, and it's been used in this particular lens.
And are we going to see sort of magnesium on, alloy finishes and stuff on more sort of lenses in the future then? Obviously now you've got
there's going to be magnesium used in probably the more exotic, heavier weight lenses, I'm sure, yeah.
Cool, that's great. And what mounts is this going to be available in? So it's obviously on a Canon here.
Yeah, Canon EF, of course, Nikon and SA mount, Sigma's SA mount. Yeah.
Great, and rough pricing and availability?
Price is going to, recommended retail is going to be $18.99 in the UK, and that includes VAT.
That's really good, I think.
Yeah, it's great for air shows, things like where you want to do crowd pictures and then zoom in and do crop frames.
And I mean, very versatile 10 times zoom, so, that's great.
Yeah, and there's no other 10 times zoom like it. So.
Right, I'll give that back to you, sir.
Thank you.
Right, next.
What have we got there? 28mm 1.4.
So we're in the art range now.
This is now jump into the art range. We've got a very good reputation for our art lenses, the primes particularly. And this falls neatly in between the 24mm 1.4 and the 35mm 1.4. So it fills that gap for anyone that thinks 24 is a bit wide or the 35 is not quite wide enough. Same sort of optical quality as you'd expect from the art lenses. Weather sealed O-ring on the back, great for studio stuff, and of course outdoor work as well.
Yeah, you probably won't pick that up on camera, but that's quite a substantial O-ring. Generally, sometimes they're very, very slim, but that feels nice and thick there. So I can imagine that's going to keep a lot of dust and moisture out of the mount and the camera.
Yeah.
We've got
this
pricing.
Is available. We haven't got pricing yet.
Okay.
No, the only one we've actually got a confirmed price on is the 60 to 600. The others we're still waiting for confirmation. Yeah, just to stop you asking for everyone. But it's going to be available in Canon, Nikon, Sigma, and also Sony E-mount as well.
Cool. So
and that's later this year, October time. We should get them.
Excellent. This one I'm very interested in.
Yeah, yes, you said you're quite keen on getting hold of this one. It's 56mm f1.4. This is a contemporary lens, very lightweight, but optically very, very good. We've got 3 lenses in that range now at 1.4. It's designed for Sony E and Micro Four Thirds, so it's what we call a DN lens, a mirrorless lens.
So it's on the A7R here, but it's for the sort of APS-C and Micro Four Thirds sort of coverage on the sensor.
Yeah, this will crop down. It's good portrait sort of focal.
Yeah, so crop down. We're looking at quick maths, 80
mil thereabouts.
81, something like that. So 80 mil, 1.4 equivalent, nice portrait lens.
Yeah.
And I can imagine. I can see this being obviously quite. Obviously, you haven't got pricing, but I can see it being sort of a reasonably affordable option.
Yeah, we suspect it's going to be about the £400 mark. It's more an educated guess at the moment. But as I say, we do 3 now: 16mm 1.4, 30mm 1.4, and now the 56. So we completed our trio of fast primes for the mirrorless cameras.
That's great. I love the aperture blades in there. How many blades have we got?
I think it's 9 blades,
really
rounded.
Nice. Yeah, no, it looks really, really sweet. Cool, great. I'm looking forward to getting my hands and testing that one soon.
Yep, as soon
Next
as we can, we will. 70 to 200 f2.8.
So this is interesting because you guys, the 2470 has always been quite a popular lens for you guys,
Yes, it
but probably
has,
a little bit less so the 70 to 200. So I can imagine a lot of photographers are quite keen probably to get a 2470, 70 to 200 Sigma matching pair.
Well, also, actually, there's a trio. We do a 14 to 24 2.8 in addition to the 70 200 and the 24 to 70. So we think a lot of people will buy all three. Not necessarily as a set, but different times perhaps, but they all have the same quality. This, rather than an art lens, it fits into the sports category purely because of the focal length. It's going to be used more for sports photography.
And we've got Canon, Nikon, Sigma?
Yeah, Canon, Nikon, Sigma. Again, it uses magnesium from the new factory. Works with a USB dock, so you can customize it, change the speed of the AF, customize the focusing and focus limiters, things like that.
And we've got AF buttons.
Yes,
around.
focus recall, so you can do that, 2 buttons for different orientations. Optical stabilization, high-speed autofocus, manual focus override.
And then we've got stabilization, the optical stabilization, and we've got the custom settings, which, as you said, you can change on the dock.
You can customize on the dock.
Yeah,
that's
what
right.
they do.
Yeah.
Cool, nice.
Yep.
Again, nice. That's nice, weighty bit of glass there.
Well, that's got, I think it's 9 FLD glass elements, which is equivalent to fluorite, which is, I think, pretty much unprecedented in lenses to have 9 optics. And it's also got an 11 blade aperture, which again, normally the most you get is 9.
Yeah,
this has 11, so it's very smooth. So high hopes for that. And we're looking at December this year for delivery.
So quite a quick turnaround that. So that's your Christmas present sorted for a few people out there.
Good idea.
And so, finally, last but not least,
another of the art lenses. That's a 40mm 1.4, which you're looking at thinking that's a strange focal length. We, as you know, do a line of cine lenses as well, and this was originated as an optic for cine. And in the cine market, 40mm is a very recognised focal length.
It's a nice length.
Less so in stills. But it's, as I say, been designed primarily for cine and then brought back to the art range. The optics are first class. This is the best art lens we've done so far in terms of sharpness. So we're looking forward to that very much.
I'm looking forward to it now.
Yeah,
I like 40mm as a focal length. So I find 35 can be a little bit wide. 50 sometimes can be. I know 50 is meant to replicate the human eye, but I personally think it's closer to sort of 42.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So 40mm. This is going to be an interesting one. I think it's quite a heavy lens, but I think almost for sort of street photography almost, and for sort of mid-length portraits, this could be quite a nice kind of focal length for that. And some landscapes, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, as you know, the art lens is about no compromise image quality. So the weight, the rubber sealings inside to keep the moisture and dust out, it's all there to keep the best possible image quality. It's good quality glass. And as I say, the resolution and the sharpness is second to none. So this is the best one we've got.
Yeah, so I think that surprises some people. They think, all the lens elements are very large. The weight of the lens is it's reasonably heavy sometimes for the focal length, and it's getting that message across that you have to compromise when you're designing a lens. There's no such thing as a perfect lens. You have to compromise somewhere along the line.
Yeah, it is about compromise. Yeah.
And if you guys obviously the art range, you don't want to compromise image quality. So they're a little bit heavier maybe than other lenses. But what you get then is that edge to edge sharpness and that overall resolution. And you say this is the sharpest so far in the art range.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really looking.
And as you say, edge to edge and vignetting. People say, "Oh, why is it so big?" But that's to reduce vignetting on the edges and things like that. Yeah. But
well, if this is the sharpest, having seen what the other lenses can do, I'm really looking forward to trying that one out. And I'm sorry, did we have availability?
Yeah, January time we're hoping to receive that, and that'll be Canon, Nikon, Sigma, and again Sony E-mount.
I think there's just about something for everybody in there, and no doubt, obviously, when they all come out, they will be available at Hire a Camera for hire. I'll put their details in the link below. Paul, thank you once again. Always
Thanks
great
for coming
to catch
by.
up.
Yeah,
Cheers.
it's good to see you. Thanks.